In this module, we are going to see the definition of economics in detail. In my previous class, I have already explained the meaning of economics, the scope and subject matter of economics. And in this module, we are going to see the wealth definition, welfare definition, and scarcity definition of economics. All these definitions are given by eminent economists, and their definitions are still studied at various levels. So, we will see in detail what is wealth definition of economics, what is welfare definition of economics, and what is scarcity definition of economics. Wealth definition is given by the father of economics, Adam Smith, and his followers. Welfare definition is given by the eminent economist Alfred Marshall, and scarcity definition by Lionel Robbins. The formal definition of economics can be traced back to the days of Adam Smith, the great Scottish economist. Adam Smith and his followers regarded economics as a science of wealth, which studies the process of production, consumption, and accumulation of wealth. His emphasis on wealth as a subject matter of economics is very clear in his great book, An Enquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations. This book is popularly known as Wealth of Nations. It was published in 1776. According to him, wealth is defined as those goods and services which command value in exchange. He considered economics, or according to him, economics is concerned with the generation of wealth of nations. His followers also believed the same. According to John Stuart Mill, economics is a science of production and distribution of wealth. J.S. Mill combined economics with philosophy. He is best known for his 1848 work, Principles of Political Economy. He believed that economic theory and philosophy, along with social awareness, should play a role in politics and shape public policy. Another classical economist who followed Adam Smith is F.A. Walker. He defines economics as a body of knowledge which is related to wealth. That is, economics is a body of knowledge which relates to wealth. So, all these classical economists defined economics as a science of wealth. Alfred Marshall's definition of economics was the first to challenge Adam Smith's wealth definition. Dr. Alfred Marshall published two books in the year 1890. They are Principles of Economics and Economics of Industry. In these books, he has clearly stated that economics is a study of human welfare. And he was the first economist who denied the wealth-related definitions of Adam Smith and his followers. According to him, wealth is for man and man is not for wealth. Wealth is not the end. It is only a means to attain human welfare. In his book, Principles of Economics, he defined economics as a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is mostly which is most closely connected with the attainment and use of material requisites of well being. According to Marshall, the subject matter of economics is concerned with earning and spending of income for the normal material needs of human beings. In simple words, according to Alfred Marshall, economics studies how man attains his income and how he utilizes it. In this way, economics studies wealth on one hand, and on the other hand, it is a part of the study of man which is more important. This definition of Marshall has some important features which are to be noted. According to his definition, economics is a social science since it studies the actions of human beings. It studies the ordinary business of life since it takes into account the money earning and money spending activities of man. Marshall's theory was strongly criticized by Lionel Robbins. Lionel Robbins argued that Alfred Marshall could not establish a link between economic activities of human beings and human welfare. According to Robbins, there are various economic activities which are not good for human welfare. For example, the production of alcohol, war materials. They are economic activities, but they don't promote welfare of any society. And these economic activities are included in the subject matter of economics by Marshall. And Robbins argued that Alfred Marshall's welfare definition gives economics a normative character. We have seen what is meant by normative economics in an earlier chapter. Normative science passes value judgments. It is based on value judgments what an economy should do. But economics, according to Robbins, must be free from making value judgments. According to him, economics is a positive science which is based on facts and not a normative science. Marshall's definition ignores the fundamental problem of scarcity of any economy. It was Robbins who gave a scarcity definition of economics. He defined economics in terms of allocation of scarce resources to satisfy unlimited human wants. This also we have seen in detail in the previous chapter. Kindly refer my previous module. So, what is Robbins' scarcity definition? Which is the most accepted definition so far? In his book, An Essay on the Nature and Significance of Economic Science, published in 1932, he defined economics as a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Ends here means human wants. Scarce means scarce resources, and these resources have alternative uses. So according to him, human wants are unlimited. The wants are of different kinds, they multiply. Necessities are there, luxuries are there. There is no end of wants of man. And it leads to all the human wants lead to human activities. Human wants are limitless, but the resources to satisfy them are limited. If resources were in plenty, there would not have been any economic problem. The scarcity of resources is a fundamental economic problem to any society. Every society experiences resource scarcity. It gives rise to many choice problems. This point also we have explained. I have explained earlier in the previous module. Example, a particular plot of land can be either used for rice cultivation or constructing houses. If it is used for house construction, the country has to sacrifice the production of the rice. So, rice is a necessary commodity. So, resources are to be allocated in such a manner that the immediate wants, that is, necessities, are fulfilled. Thus, the problem of scarcity of resources gives rise to the problem of choice. This is well explained in Robbins' theory. Society will have to decide what wants are to be satisfied in what quantity and which are to be postponed for the time being. In view of this, it is said that economics is fundamentally a study of scarcity and of the problems to which scarcity gives rise. And this definition has widened the scope of the subject. And thus, Robbins made economics a positive science based on facts. Thus, he brought economics nearer to science